It was a bright
Stop right
morning
there.
at Atlanta
I need to
International
verify your
Airport.
authorization
Two young
before you
women,
proceed.
well-dressed and confident, approached the VIP gate for boarding. Their names were Ava and Nia Thompson, the daughters of Michael Thompson, a well-known CEO of a global tech company. Despite their calm demeanor, they were nervous. It was their first time flying alone on their father's corporate jet arrangement through a commercial airline's VIP service. As they reached the counter, the airline attendant, a middle-aged woman named Karen, looked up and frowned slightly. Her eyes scanned the girls from head to toe. "Excuse me," she said, her tone polite but sharp. "This area is reserved for VIP passengers only." Ava smiled, trying to be polite. "Yes, ma'am. We have VIP boarding passes. Our father arranged it." Karen crossed her arms. "I'm sure you're mistaken. This is not the regular boarding gate. It's for executive clients only." The girls exchanged confused glances. Ava handed over the boarding passes. Karen glanced at them, her expression tightening. "These look unusual," she said, suspicion creeping into her voice. "Where did you get these?" Nia tried to explain. "Our father booked them. He's Michael Thompson, CEO of—" But Karen interrupted. "I don't care who you say your father is. You can't just walk in here because you think you belong." Passengers behind them began whispering. Some stared. Others looked away, uncomfortable. The humiliation washed over the sisters like a cold wave. They had faced subtle prejudice before, but never this direct, never this public. Ava took a deep breath. "Can we please speak to your manager?" she asked, her voice trembling slightly. Karen sighed, rolled her eyes, and called for her supervisor, clearly irritated. "Security might need to verify this," she muttered under her breath. Within seconds, a tall man in a suit walked in, Mr. Reed, the VIP operations manager. As soon as he saw the passes, his demeanor changed. "Is there a problem here?" he asked. Karen quickly explained. "These two young ladies are trying to access the VIP lounge with invalid passes. I was just about to call security." Mr. Reed took one look at the names on the passes and froze. He knew that name, Michael Thompson, one of the airline's elite platinum partners, a man who had personally met with their board only last month. Before he could respond, a new presence filled the terminal, Michael Thompson himself. Walking briskly through the gate, phone pressed to his ear. The moment he saw his daughter's distressed faces, he ended his call and stepped forward. "Is there a problem?" he asked, his voice calm but firm. Karen looked startled. "Sir, this area is exactly where my daughters belong," he said, pulling out his VIP ID. "I'm Michael Thompson, CEO of Thompson Technologies. These are my daughters. They're traveling under my corporate account." The color drained from Karen's face. "Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Thompson. You didn't what?" he interrupted quietly. "Didn't think they could belong here? Didn't think two young black women could possibly have VIP privileges?" The silence that followed was heavy. Passengers nearby turned away, embarrassed. Karen tried to speak, but her voice faltered. "It was a misunderstanding." Michael shook his head slowly. "No, it wasn't. It was judgment." He turned to his daughters, placed a reassuring hand on Ava's shoulder, and said softly, "You don't ever let anyone make you feel like you don't belong, ever." Mr. Reed immediately stepped in, apologizing profusely and escorting them to the private lounge. Inside, he offered complimentary upgrades, but Michael declined politely. "I'm not here for favors," he said. "I just want your staff to understand that respect shouldn't depend on appearance." The incident might have ended there, but it didn't. Later that evening, a fellow passenger who had witnessed everything posted the story on social media. Within hours, it went viral. Hashtags like "To Dignity," "At the Gate," and "Her Flying While Black" began trending. Thousands of people shared their own experiences of subtle discrimination in elite spaces. The airline's management quickly reached out to Michael Thompson, offering a public apology and promising to conduct diversity and sensitivity training for their employees. But Michael wasn't interested in public relations gestures. Instead, he offered to personally fund and help design a training program for the airline, one that focused not on punishment, but on education and empathy. In a televised interview a week later, he said something that resonated across the country. "Bias isn't always loud. Sometimes it whispers in how we look at someone and decide what they deserve. But every whisper can be changed if we choose to listen." The interviewer asked how his daughters felt about the ordeal. Michael smiled slightly. They learned something powerful that day. Not about hate, but about resilience, and about the importance of standing tall even when someone tries to shrink you. The airline's new inclusion policy, launched a month later, was named the Thompson Initiative, designed to ensure that every customer, regardless of color, gender, or background, was treated with equal respect. Karen, the attendant who had made the mistake, wasn't fired. Instead, she volunteered to lead part of the new training program, admitting in her own words that one moment of bias taught her a lifetime of awareness. For Ava and Nia, life moved on. But that experience changed how they saw the world. They realized that power isn't always about money or titles. It's about using your voice when it matters most. Ava later wrote in a blog post that went viral again. That day at the airport, we were made to feel small, but my father's calm strength taught me something. When people try to block your way, don't push back in anger. Just walk through with dignity, because when you carry yourself with respect, no one can truly keep you out.